Welcome back to the channel Rare Coins History. In a quiet moment of American history, a single coin from 1974 sits hidden in pockets, drawers, and old Federal Reserve bags, waiting for the right collector to discover its extraordinary story, a story filled with mystery, national pride, and unexpected value. And tonight we uncover that story as we open the vault of the Eisenhower Dollar 1974 mint mark. This is one of the last large-size circulating dollar coins ever produced by the United States. Mint, a bold, heavy, copper-nickel giant that represents an era when American coinage was still meant to feel powerful in the palm of your hand, and the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is among the most fascinating coins of the modern United States series. As you lift a 1974 Ike dollar, you are holding the legacy of General Dwight D. Eisenhower, the Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces during World War II and the 34th President of the United States, honored on a coin designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparro, who combined military strength, political history, and space exploration into a single breathtaking design. On the obverse, Eisenhower's commanding profile rises proudly, showing strength, leadership, and the unmistakable American character that shaped modern global history. And this profile is more detailed on certain 1974 business strikes, giving specialists endless excitement as they study the nuances of die wear and strike quality. But the reverse of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is where the magic truly happens, because it carries the iconic Apollo 11 mission insignia, an eagle landing on the moon, its wings spread wide in triumph, its talons gripping an olive branch of peace, symbolizing both American exploration and American hope at a time when the nation was still healing from the turbulence of the early 1970s. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar was struck at 3 United States mint facilities, each using its own mint mark, with Philadelphia carrying no mint mark, Denver carrying the letter D, and San Francisco carrying the letter S on the proof coins, and this combination gives collectors an extraordinary range of surfaces, strike qualities, and rarity levels to explore. The Philadelphia 1974 Eisenhower dollar, struck with no mint mark, had massive production numbers, but very few were struck with sharp detail due to worn dies and high-speed minting, meaning that high-grade examples above mint state 65 become genuinely rare and extremely desirable among expert collectors. The Denver 1974 D Eisenhower dollar is known for stronger strikes overall, producing coins with cleaner lettering and fewer surface blemishes, but even with this advantage, finding a flawless example in superb gem condition remains a true challenge, and this challenge keeps collector demand incredibly high. And then we reach the San Francisco Mint, home of the 1974 S-proof Eisenhower dollar, a coin that shines with mirrored fields, frosted devices, and breathtaking precision. But within this proof category lies one of the most highly studied details in the entire Ike dollar series: the difference between regular cameo, deep cameo, and ultra-deep cameo surfaces, which dramatically affect collector premiums. But errors, varieties, and die anomalies make the 1974 Ike dollar especially thrilling, with collectors constantly hunting for double dies, repunched mint marks, missing initials, die cracks, rim cuds, and the dramatic Type 1 and Type 2 reverse characteristics that reveal tiny but historically significant design differences that only expert-level eyes can detect and appreciate. One of the most exciting parts of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar series is the search for exceptionally high-grade coins, because the massive size of the Ike dollar makes it extremely prone to contact marks, bag rubs, and production damage. And that is why high-grade survivors, especially mint state 66 and above, are rare treasures with massive collector competition. But the rarest category of all is the 1974 S silver-proof coin struck in limited numbers for collectors, containing 40% silver and offering brilliant surfaces that can reach extraordinary levels of perfection, and these silver proofs are known to bring strong prices whenever deeply contrasted specimens appear at auction. Now let us unlock the part every collector waits for: the verified highest market prices and the most impressive auction results ever recorded for the 1974 Eisenhower dollar, because this is where the excitement skyrockets for serious numismatists and new collectors alike, with the 1974 D in mint state 67 bringing more than $7,000, the Philadelphia no mint mark in mint state 66 bringing thousands at peak demand, And the 1974 S-Proof Deep Cameo in Proof 70 selling for thousands of dollars during its strongest auction years. Every one of these coins carries not just monetary value but the story of America's leadership, America's space exploration, and America's evolving coinage, making the 1974 Eisenhower dollar a powerful symbol of national strength, and for collectors, it remains one of the most rewarding hunts in the entire realm of modern United States numismatics. And so the next time you pick up a 1974 Eisenhower dollar, remember its weight, its sound, its symbolism, and its legacy, because this is not just another circulating coin, this is American history preserved in copper and nickel, and owning one means owning a moment of the nation's most unforgettable era. In the dim silence of America's forgotten coin jars and dusty bank vaults lies a massive, mysterious dollar coin from 1972, a coin so misunderstood, so deceptively common, yet hiding some of the rarest varieties in the entire history of United States modern coinage. And tonight we dive deep into the thrilling world of the Eisenhower dollar 1972 mint mark. This is not just another circulating coin, this is the only large-size dollar issued by the United States Mint after the peace dollar era, a powerful, heavy, and unapologetically bold reminder of America's strength during the dawn of the space age, making the 1972 Eisenhower dollar one of the most historically rich coins ever to leave U.S. mint presses. The 1972 Ike dollar was produced at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with Philadelphia coins showing no mint mark, Denver coins displaying the bold letter D, and the San Francisco facility striking the proof issues with the graceful letter S, and each mint brought its own striking characteristics, production challenges, and rarity levels that collectors still debate with passion today. But what truly sets the 1972 Eisenhower dollar apart from every other year is its legendary reverse varieties, a series of design differences so dramatic that they reshaped the modern study of US-clad dollars, with Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3 reverses turning ordinary-looking coins into some of the most sought-after treasures in the entire Ike dollar series. The Type 1 reverse shows low-relief earth details with weak islands and a flatter appearance. The Type 3 reverse shows a stronger, more correct map with crisp outlines, while the Type 2 reverse is the numismatic superstar, a rare and iconic variety with dramatically altered earth shapes that were mistakenly used on only a fraction of Philadelphia business strike coins, making it one of the most valuable clad Eisenhower dollars ever discovered. The 1972 Type 2 Philadelphia Eisenhower dollar is famous because the Earth looks completely different. The Florida Peninsula is missing its normal shape, the Caribbean islands are faint or absent, and the entire globe has a ghost-like, smooth appearance, and this occurred because the mint accidentally used a proof reverse die on a small batch of circulation strikes, creating a rarity that changed the hobby forever. Collectors cherish the thrill of searching for these reverse varieties, because they cannot be identified by the date or mint mark alone, requiring sharp eyes, magnification, and deep numismatic knowledge, and this challenge makes the 1972 Eisenhower dollar one of the most exciting coins to study, collect, and authenticate for new and expert-level enthusiasts alike. The Denver 1972 D Eisenhower dollar is famous for its stronger strike quality compared to Philadelphia. Yet even Denver coins show heavy bag marks due to the coin's massive weight and the mint's high-speed production process, and finding a flawless example with clean fields and sharp relief becomes a true achievement for any serious collector. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Mint produced the 1972 S-Proof Eisenhower dollars with incredible mirror fields and frosted designs, and although the proof coins do not include the Type 2 variety, they remain highly desirable due to the precision, cameo contrast, and rarity of deeply frosted ultra cameo specimens that attract strong premiums in the market. The 1972 Ike dollar series also includes a 40% silver version issued for collectors, a coin with brilliant luster, sharper details, and a deeper heritage connection to America's earlier silver dollar traditions. And although these silver issues are not as rare as the Type 2 variety, they remain essential pieces of any complete Eisenhower dollar collection. Errors in the 1972 Eisenhower dollar series add even more excitement, including double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, missing letters, and dramatic die deterioration that produces unique textures and shapes on the massive coin surface, and each of these errors can elevate a common Ike into a valuable piece of minting history. One of the biggest challenges for collectors is finding high-grade business strikes, because the Eisenhower Dollars' sheer size makes it prone to heavy contact marks, dull luster, and weak detail, with mint state 66 and higher coins becoming rare masterpieces, and this rarity keeps competition fierce among advanced registry set collectors. Now we arrive at the moment every collector waits for, the verified highest market prices and the most explosive auction records ever achieved by the 1972 Eisenhower dollar, with the legendary 1972 Type II Philadelphia variety leading the way as one of the most expensive clad dollars ever sold, reaching over $14,000 in mint state 66, while the 1972 S-Proof Ultra Cameo in Proof 70 has reached several $1,000s at top-tier auctions, and the finest 1972 D mint state examples have brought more than $2,000 in peak bidding battles. Every 1972 Eisenhower dollar carries the weight of American history, representing the nation's military leadership under President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the glory of the Apollo space missions, and the transformation of U.S. coinage during the modern era. And this extraordinary combination of historical and scientific symbolism makes the 1972 Ike dollar a must-have treasure for anyone who truly respects the heritage of United States coinage. So the next time you hold a 1972 Eisenhower dollar, whether ordinary, proof, silver, or one of the ultra-rare Type II varieties, remember that you are holding far more than a coin. You are holding a story of national pride, minting innovation, global exploration, and American legacy. A story preserved forever in the metal that collectors still chase with passion and excitement across the United States. In the hidden corners of old American banks and the forgotten drawers of coin collectors across the country lies a heavy, powerful, and mysterious dollar coin that marked the beginning of a new chapter in United States coinage, and tonight we uncover the electrifying secrets of the Eisenhower Dollar 1971 mint mark. This is the very first year of issue for the Eisenhower Dollar series. The year that reshaped modern numismatics, the year that brought back the large-size US dollar coin for the first time since the historic Peace Dollar series ended in 1935, and the weight of this moment in American history can be felt in every 1971 Eisenhower dollar ever struck. When collectors hold a 1971 Ike dollar, they are holding the beginning of a legacy that honors Dwight D. Eisenhower, the heroic commander of Allied forces during World War II and the 34th President of the United States, and this historic coin was designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo, who combined American military strength with the spirit of the Apollo space program. The obverse of the coin displays Eisenhower's strong, stately portrait, carved with bold lines and commanding presence, and while the detail quality varies greatly between mints, the symbolism of this portrait remains one of the most powerful in the entire modern series of United States coins. The reverse of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar features the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an eagle landing on the lunar surface clutching an olive branch of peace, soaring over a detailed Earth, a design chosen to celebrate mankind's greatest technological achievement and America's leadership in space exploration, making this coin a tribute to both history and hope. 3 United States mint facilities produced the Eisenhower dollar in 1971, and each mint left its own unique mark on the series, with Philadelphia striking circulation coins with no mint mark, Denver striking circulation coins with the D mint mark, and San Francisco striking the proof and silver-clad collector issues with the S mint mark. The Philadelphia 1971 no mint mark Eisenhower dollar is one of the most challenging clad dollars ever made, known for soft strikes, excessive contact marks, and inconsistent details, and collectors consider high-grade Philadelphia Ike dollars from this year to be among the rarest modern circulating coins in mint state. The 1971 D Eisenhower dollar from Denver generally features better strike strength than Philadelphia issues, but even these coins show heavy bag marks and rim nicks due to their massive size and fast production, and truly pristine examples of the 1971 D remain extremely hard to locate in upper mint state grades. But one of the most important parts of the 1971 Ike dollar story is the San Francisco silver issues, minted in 40% silver, offering deeper strike detail, smoother surfaces, and a richer metallic shine that collectors treasure. And these silver Ikes include both proof and uncirculated strikes with the elegant S mint mark. the 1971 S-proof Eisenhower dollar is especially admired for its mirror-like fields and frosted cameo devices, and collectors place great value on deep cameo and ultra-deep cameo specimens, where the contrast between the frosted portrait and the reflective background reaches breathtaking visual perfection. Errors in the 1971 Eisenhower dollar add even more excitement to this first-year issue, including clipped planchets, double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, missing initials, and dramatic die deterioration that creates unique textures and raised lines across the fields, and these errors often transform ordinary-looking coins into remarkable collector prizes. The rarity of high-grade 1971 Eisenhower dollars cannot be overstated, because the clad composition, combined with the coin's size and the heavy handling during bagging and transportation, created significant obstacles for the survival of flawless examples, and this rarity fuels intense competition among advanced collectors and registry set specialists. Collectors also study subtle die varieties in the 1971 Ike dollar series, paying close attention to variations in lettering thickness, serif shapes, eagle feather lines, and the appearance of the earth on the reverse, and these differences help specialists classify dies, identify rare production runs, and elevate unique coins into elite collecting categories. Now we arrive at the moment every collector waits for. The verified highest auction prices for the 1971 Eisenhower dollar, with the 1971 S silver proof in perfect proof 70 deep cameo reaching more than $5,000, the 1971 D in mint state 66 commanding well over $2,000 in peak demand, and the Philadelphia 1971 no mint mark in mint state 65 bringing strong premiums due to its extreme scarcity in high grade. The Eisenhower dollar 1971 stands as a monumental piece of American coinage, representing the rebirth of the U.S. dollar coin, the legacy of a legendary president, and the triumph of the Apollo missions. And for collectors, this first-year issue holds a powerful and irreplaceable place in the story of modern United States numismatics. So the next time you hold a 1971 Eisenhower dollar, whether clad, silver, proof, or circulation strike, remember that you are holding the beginning of an American icon, a symbol of leadership, exploration, and national progress, preserved forever in one of the most significant coin series of the 20th century. In the silent depths of America's oldest coin collections, tucked away in dusty envelopes and forgotten metal boxes, rests a $50 so powerful, so historically charged, and so visually breathtaking that even a single glimpse can transport collectors back more than a century. And tonight we open the vault to uncover the mysteries of the United States of America $50 1918 mint mark. This is not just any coin, this is a masterpiece born at the very heart of World War I, a period when the world trembled under global conflict, and yet the United States Mint produced one of the most beautiful and inspiring designs ever to appear on American coinage, making the 1918 $50 a national treasure unlike any other. The 1918 $50 belongs to the iconic Walking Liberty $50 series, designed by the legendary sculptor Adolph A. Weinman, whose flowing artistry and unmatched detail turned this coin into one of the greatest works in American numismatic history, and collectors often describe it as a miniature sculpture rather than ordinary currency. On the obverse, Lady Liberty strides confidently toward the dawn, draped in the American flag, carrying branches of laurel and oak symbolizing civil and military strength, while the rising sun illuminates her journey toward hope and renewal, a powerful message in the middle of the world's most devastating war. The reverse features a bold and majestic eagle perched on a rocky ledge, its wings partially raised as if preparing for flight, with mountain pine branches emerging behind it to symbolize resilience, courage, and the unbreakable spirit of the American people during a time of turmoil and uncertainty. The 1918 $50 was struck at 3 U.S. mint facilities, each producing coins with its own characteristics and rarity levels, with Philadelphia issuing coins with no mint mark, Denver issuing coins marked with AD, and San Francisco issuing coins marked with the letter S, and each mint's production story adds depth and intrigue to this extraordinary year. The Philadelphia 1918 no mint mark $50 had the largest mintage, but high-grade examples remain incredibly scarce due to circulation wear, wartime metal quality restrictions, and weak strikes that plagued many issues of this era, making fully detailed Philadelphia coins in mint state a true challenge for collectors. The 1918 D half dollar from Denver is famous for its rarity and high grade, with most coins showing heavy abrasions, soft details around Liberty's hand and torso, and weak reverse feathers, and specialist collectors often spend years searching for a sharply struck 1918 D, particularly in grades above extremely fine and about uncirculated, but the San Francisco 1918's half dollar is among the most fascinating, known for extremely weak strikes, shallow details, and inconsistent planchet quality caused by wartime production demands, and because of these issues, finding a fully struck 1918s with crisp detail is nearly impossible, making high-grade survivors one of the true prizes in the entire Walking Liberty series. Collectors also value the 1918 half dollar for its numerous die diagnostics, including variations in strike pressure, inconsistent rim definition, and unique relief differences across mints. And these subtle details provide expert-level insight for advanced numismatists studying the dies used during wartime mint operations. Errors in this year are especially exciting, with off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks across Liberty's drapery, retained cuds around the rim, and partial collar strikes creating rare and visually dramatic pieces that serious collectors pursue with tremendous enthusiasm, as these errors offer a unique snapshot of minting conditions during 1918. One of the greatest challenges with the 1918 half dollar series is the scarcity of high-grade specimens, because most coins circulated heavily throughout the economic pressures of the early 20th century, and the soft silver alloy, combined with constant wartime handling, resulted in widespread wear that destroyed much of the original detail, making fully lustrous mint state examples incredibly rare. The artistry of Adolf Weinman also adds to collector passion, as numismatists admire the sculptural depth of Liberty's flowing gown, the intricate feathers of the eagle, the expressiveness of the flag, and the symbolic strength of each element, and every 1918 half dollar represents a masterpiece of American engraving and patriotic design. Now we reach the moment every serious collector waits for, the verified highest market prices ever recorded for the 1918 half dollar, with the astonishing 1918 D in superb mint state 66 selling for more than $175,000 at auction, the 1918 S in mint state 65 bringing over $60,000, and the Philadelphia 1918 no mint mark reaching more than $20,000 for premium grade mint state gems. The 1918 half dollar stands as more than just a piece of silver. It is a monument to American strength, American artistry, and American courage during one of the most defining moments in global history, and collectors treasure these coins not only for their rarity but for the profound story they carry within every detail, every feather, and every ray of light on their surface. So the next time you come across a 1918 half dollar, whether worn from circulation or glowing with the brilliance of preserved mint luster, remember that this coin is not merely a relic of the past, it is a living echo of American resilience, a masterpiece of design, and one of the most cherished treasures in the entire history of United States numismatics. In the quiet corners of old coin jars, inside dusty bank rolls, and hidden deep within forgotten change drawers across America, lies a half dollar that carries the weight of a tragedy, the power of a legacy, and the brilliance of an era. And tonight we uncover the mysterious and thrilling story of the United States of America Kennedy half dollar 1972 mint mark. The 1972 Kennedy half dollar belongs to one of the most beloved and emotionally charged coin series ever created in the United States, a coin born from national mourning after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963, and this year's issue stands as a powerful symbol of remembrance, honor, and American unity. When collectors hold a 1972 Kennedy half dollar, they hold the continuation of a tribute that began only months after the nation lost its young president, and this coin series, designed by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo, became an instant icon, capturing both the dignity and the youthful optimism that defined Kennedy's legacy. The obverse of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar features a bold and lifelike portrait of John F. Kennedy, sculpted by Gilroy Roberts with remarkable detail, showing the confident profile that inspired millions of Americans, and specialists often examine the sharpness of the hair, jawline, and neck for grading precision and strike quality. The reverse, crafted by Frank Gasparo, presents the presidential coat of arms, with a massive heraldic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch. its wings spread wide beneath a ring of stars, and this design pays tribute to the presidency itself, symbolizing power, diplomacy, and the American spirit during a decade of global change. The year 1972 did not include a silver business strike $50, as the U.S. Mint had fully transitioned to the copper-nickel-clad composition that began in 1971. But the San Francisco Mint did strike 40% silver-proof coins for collectors, adding an exciting layer of variety and rarity to the series. 3 mint facilities produced Kennedy $50 in 1972, each offering distinct mint characteristics, with Philadelphia striking coins with no mint mark, Denver striking coins with the D mint mark, and San Francisco striking both clad proofs and silver proofs with the elegant S mint mark, creating a full spectrum of collector options. The Philadelphia 1972 no mint mark Kennedy $50 is among the most commonly encountered circulation strikes of the era, yet high-grade examples remain surprisingly elusive because the coin suffered from heavy bag marks, weak strike zones around Kennedy's hair, and inconsistent luster, making mint state 66 and above extremely desirable. The Denver 1972 D Kennedy $50 is known for much better strike quality overall, producing stronger hair detail, sharper lettering, and cleaner fields. But the Denver issues also experienced massive production runs, meaning top-grade survivors with flawless surfaces are still incredibly challenging to locate and command strong premiums. The San Francisco 1972 S-proof Kennedy $50 remains one of the year's most fascinating issues, featuring deeply reflective mirror fields, frosted cameo details, and a dramatic visual contrast that serious collectors prize. And ultra cameo specimens from this year show some of the most breathtaking finishing ever produced in the series. The 1972 S silver proof, containing 40% silver, adds even more value and historical relevance, as it represents the final years in which the U.S. Mint used silver in any Kennedy $50 issues, and the purity, shine, and strike quality of these coins make them must-have pieces for advanced collectors seeking completeness and rarity. Errors in the 1972 Kennedy $50 series provide another thrilling area of study, with double die obverse and reverses, clipped planchets, die cracks through the motto, off-center strikes, filled mint marks, and dramatic strike-through errors, all adding significant premiums and turning ordinary circulation coins into rare numismatic trophies. Collectors also admire the 1972 series for its variety diagnostics, examining subtle differences in the thickness of the lettering, the angle of the date, the spacing of "In God We Trust," and the clarity of Kennedy's hairline. All factors that advanced specialists use to identify rare die assignments and premium varieties, high-grade survivors of the 1972 Kennedy $50 series are exceptionally hard to find because the copper-nickel-clad planchets often produced uneven strikes and dull luster, and many coins were stored in massive bags that damaged their surfaces, making pristine mint state examples genuine collector achievements. Now we arrive at the moment every collector waits for, the verified highest auction prices achieved by the 1972 Kennedy $50. With the 1972 D in mint state 67 selling for over $2,000, the 1972 no mint mark in mint state 66 bringing more than $1,000, and the stunning 1972 S-proof deep cameo in proof 70 reaching several $1,000s at premium auctions, especially those featuring the rare 40% silver proof strikes. The 1972 Kennedy $50 stands today as a powerful symbol of American history, blending national emotion, numismatic artistry, and the evolving story of United States coinage. And for collectors, this year offers a rich combination of rarity, beauty, and historical significance that continues to elevate the series to legendary status. So the next time you hold a 1972 Kennedy $50, whether a worn circulation piece or a mirror-bright proof preserved in perfection, remember that you are not just holding 50 cents, you are holding a piece of American memory, a symbol of national unity, and one of the most beloved and historically important coins ever struck by the United States Mint.